If I was doing a photo shoot and we wanted to maximize muscle definition for fitness, what tips would I give? Let's find out. Say hi to Eddie, everyone. He's in the studio and he's got muscle definition. That's the first tip I'd give. Get someone who's got muscle definition and has been training since the age of 18. Look at this man, dedicated to the gym and dedicated to eating clean. Even at Easter.
Just about, only just.
Just about held on to at Easter, which is good. When you get your fitness shoots in studio, what is most important is definition and tonality within the shoot, showing off the hard work that's been put in behind the scenes in the gym and showing off the hard work that's been put into the kitchen into one single image. And there's a few simple tips that we can give to really help elevate that within our photography, to create real images that really show off the real person in front of the camera. The first tip is genuinely the first tip I would give, is get someone who is in prime, unique shape, someone who's confident and someone who's got that good body physique to show off the muscles. That's the first thing, that's an obvious thing. But once we've got that, we want to prep the body really, really well. In this instance, we've just used, what sort of oil have we used here today?
Stretch mark oil.
There we go, we've used some of that. And what that does is it gives us a nice glisten and a nice gleam to the shots. But what am I thinking about as a photographer in terms of lighting and in terms of making a scene that's simple to use to show off definition? Well, I'm thinking in the first instance of contrast. With this setup, we've set up a monochromatic studio setup, and we're going to begin in this instance by looking at the background lights. If you'll excuse us, Eddie, we're going to bring you all to the way to the background of the studio here. Come follow me. And in this background, we've actually set up two Elinchrom 3s on small reflector caps that are shooting 2 stops overexposed from the settings I'm going to put in the camera. I'm going to be roughly shooting at ISO 100, 160th of a second and f8 for this shoot. So these lights here are going to be pumping out at a power f16 at those settings, 2 stops higher than my camera settings. That means that this white background is going to be even brighter white. And my goal here is to make the skin tones a little bit darker to really give us a sort of silvery, really, really harsh sort of metallic gray finish to the images and really dark shadows in those shadow areas to increase the contrast from that bright white background. That's going to give us a little bit of a step up already just by thinking about that light, and we start with those background lights there. I'm using black reflectors here, but if you've got a studio that doesn't have white walls, you don't need to worry about that too much, or you can just do what I used to do in my home studio. You can just drape black cloth using stick-on Velcro from the sides of your studio to create this sort of black flag effect either side, and Eddie's going to stand in the middle here, and he's going to be in between these 2 blocks here. So when I shoot through here, what I should get at those settings, and we can do that now to have a look at it, is I should get a great big silhouette of Eddie against that white background. We should have a bright white background with a black silhouette in front. Nice big pose there for me, Eddie. 3, 2, 1, go. And if I go in nice and close here, and we should see that come up on the final image there. So we know that my background has gone that high key bright white, but there's no light in the foreground. There's no spill from that light coming off the background. We've just got an almost perfect silhouette. Now, all I need to worry about now is just my main light and where that's going to go. My main light in this instance is going to be a relatively small light. And remember, the smaller the light source is, the harder the light is. And what that means is that the shadows are going to be more defined. Harder light gives us a sharper drop off from highlights to shadows, which means it's going to add elements of contrast into this shot. I've put it over here on a boom arm, weighted on one end here, so that it won't fall over and it won't tip up and it won't cause any problems in studio as I clumsily get rid of a cable that's tethered to my computer. We'll cut there. And that's going to be roughly exposing just a little bit under f8 where I've set up my camera. Maybe just a little bit underexposed from that, maybe by half a stop. And we're going to bring it up super high here. We're gonna bring it up and over Eddie so it's right over the top of his head here. And we're just gonna angle it slightly. This is almost like a butterfly or paramount style lighting right above, but because it's right above Eddie, we're gonna be having a cascade of light coming down, which should give us definition underneath the pecs, definition on the shoulders, and definition down here in the abs. We're just gonna pull one nice and simple pose there for me. Get yourself ready to flex. We're not gonna ask him to flex now because I'm not ready to shoot. You can only flex at peak performance. How long can you flex for, roughly?
Only a couple of seconds.
Couple of seconds, so we've got to count them in and we've got to be absolutely ready, okay? So we're just going to take a test shot first of all, test shot before we take it, just to see if we need to make any adjustments to the lights. That first shot there showcasing that my main light is a little bit overexposed, so I'm just going to bring that down by around about 2 stops, not using a meter because I'm not a professional photographer. 2.3, we'll bring it down there. We'll bring it down there by 2 stops. Release one of those flashes and looking straight down towards me again. Right, we're gonna get ready to, that's perfect now. We're gonna get ready to flex on this one. Elbows out nice and wide in 3, 2, 1, go. And there's your definition there. So that first shot there is showcasing to us that we are working in a high key setup. That background has gone bright white and we've got nice dark skin there in the foreground, and it's really showcasing real deep shadows under the areas of the body there where we want that to look. Now we can start to turn with this setup here. I want it to go even more contrasty. So what I'm going to do is currently at that sort of 45-degree butterfly angle, I'm just going to angle it down even more there so that it's coming straight down onto Eddie here. And we're going to ask him just to turn slightly this way there for me if we can. Showcase off a little bit more by turning the body this way. That's perfect. And looking straight down towards me. Now what this should do, it should give us panda eyes, which is something that we would actually stay away from. That's black eyes, black shadows around the eyes. But I actually don't want the focus to be on the eyes. I want the focus to be on the muscles. So if we take the eyes out of the equation, we should be drawing our eyes into the definition of the muscle. Get ready, 3, 2, 1, tense. Good man, well done. And there it is, just as I predicted. We've got much darker eyes there, but we are drawing our attention into those muscles here. Now what we can do is we can start to play around with this lighting setup and start to look at the muscles and look at the way the limbs and everything are working with the picture by changing the angle of our lens here. I quite like the position that we're in here. We're just going to get Eddie to turn his head so he's looking towards this way, which immediately you can see there. Just do that movement again there for me. You can see when he turned, it moved the shoulders around here. Now what that does is that allows me to move in here, tense it up there with the shoulders, to take a slightly more creative shot there with the shoulders and everything there in the foreground. Turn side on, properly side on this way there for me. We're going to work with the arm and the bicep on this side here, looking down towards the bicep there on that side. 3, 2, 1, and I'm going in super close again. But again, there's that shadow on the face, but it's giving us highlights in the muscle and the vascularity there, which is really, really showcasing that off really, really nicely. Now we're going to try and do the back. So we've done the arm, we've done the shoulders. Now we're going to do the back. So we're going to turn you around so you're facing towards the back of the studio. Get that back flexed up there for me. Beautiful, that's perfect. I love that. I liked it with hands on hips. Just bring those hands onto the hips there for me and really work on the top part of the back there for me with the shoulders. There, 3, 2, and 1, tense. Good man, well done. And there's some real, there we go, real shape, definition, and form going on there. Last one we're going to do now is we're just going to take a lower angle here. So we're going to ask you just to maybe bring up 2 arms up like this for me, chin up, and just close the eyes there for me. This will give us some light on the face, but by closing the eyes, don't tense just yet. By lifting up the face towards the light at the top, that will give us some light on the face, but by closing the eyes, again, it doesn't draw our attention to the face. Our attention should be drawn to the muscles there, particularly the arms and the biceps. Lifting the chin back, let's go for it. Bring it in, 3, 2, 1. Just there, that's beautiful, there. Look at the power and the strength there, and the fact that we've got that highlight means that we've got real definition, extra definition working in those biceps there, and it's bringing us a natural gradient down into the abdominal region there so that our attention is drawn immediately to the arms. If we wanted to showcase off the abs, we could turn around this way side on, and we want to really sit back, and you're going to tense in just a moment. But I'm just going to move this light round here just a little bit, and I'm going to angle it down. And we're not actually going to shoot in with the face, we're just going to try and shoot in and around the midriff here We're going to maybe bring a hand into the, that's it. Bring a hand into the top of the shorts there, which is still giving us this little triangle of light here. And we're just going to bring the other hand, just lose it behind there for me, so that everything is really focused in on the abs there. And in 3, 2, 1, tense, go. There, relax. So with this lighting setup, we're able to break down the fitness shoot into different muscle groups. We can look at a whole body shot, but we can also look at shoulders, we can look at arms, we can combine it with the chest, we can turn around and look at the back, and we can have a look at the abs as well there. All with this simple lighting setup, which we haven't really moved at all during the shoot, which has given us high definition and high contrast, working in unison with the high key backdrop. One last shot I want to showcase to you here. It's one of my favorite photos of all time, is of Eddie Guerrero, No Mercy poster. Very simple. We're just going to try and recreate that here. You'll notice on the poster that there's no light in the eye. That's because there's a super high light in that photo, just as we've set up here. So we're going to bring that light just above Eddie here, and we're going to turn you round here so that this right shoulder is facing towards this black reflector here, and you're going to turn the head so you're looking just down roughly round towards there. Perfect profile on the face there, and we're going to crop in with the camera here, and if we go in super close with the crop, nice and tense on that shoulder there for me, 3, 2, 1, go. We should have a nice little homage to one of my favourite wrestling photos of all time. Happy with that one?
Very happy.
Bring it in, Eddie. So we'll take a while, that's really cool.
Yeah.
If you've enjoyed this video, you can follow us on our website, nofussmust.com, where you can download your free posing guide. You can have a look at our 1, our 2, and our 3 light workshops, where you can take your time at your own pace to learn how to use 1 light, 2 light, and 3 light setups. This is a 3 light setup here today. It could be a 2 light setup. We could actually make it a 1 light setup, but we build you up from 1 to 2 to 3. Only by learning and mastering the basics can we get to become experts in the craft that we pursue. That's true in wrestling as well, isn't it?
Very much, yeah.
Yeah, understand the basics, that's it. Like and subscribe, say nice things, be kind to each other, recommend it to other photographers, and as ever, all the very best.